Good day to you, Mom. Here's my Chapter 4 reflection. The question is there a way we can measure or assess effective communication? This question really taught me a lot. It made me curious and it's very questionable. So, I made a research through internet and I found out that we can measure almost anything. Though it really depends on the context as to what measures we use, we can survey people about effective communication is. We can map and graph emails in terms of frequency, length, quality, and content. There is something called network analysis that is used to analyze workplace communication. Lots of different ways to measure something. We can measure effective communication through personal observation. There are 5 questions I should able to answer to know or measure if my communication is effective. Number 1, was my communication received? Number 2, when did my audience access the information? Number 3, what parts of my communication was consumed? Number 4, did my target audience understand what I was conveying? Number 5, can I improve my communications? In face-to-face, I can read people's body language. In the digital world, surveys and feedback are the best form of measurement. Check my recipients' understanding by including a quick survey to solicit their feedback and check their reactions and comprehensions. My survey need not too lengthy. I can often know by just a few quick multiple choice like true or false, Likert skill or short answers where my audience stands. Second question is, what role do facial expressions, gestures, and poses play in communication? For me, communication is the most important tool to survival and success and is used daily by everyone. The deaf, the blind, international, and many more groups of people are all able to somewhat comprehend what someone is trying to say through nonverbal communication. Emotion is one of the most important methods of nonverbal communication. Through emotion, one can express how they feel and another can interpret it and rarely be wrong. Emotion is always the same no matter where you go, and is always a very powerful means of communication. Body movements are also a very helpful method of communication. When someone moves their body a certain way, it often leads the interpreter to a conclusion about what the communicator is trying to get across. Without body movements, some people would have a hard time getting their points across. There are also many other ways of non-verbally communicating, including appearance, like the difference between what I would wear to class versus what I would wear to an interview. Facial expression, which let others know your take on what you are trying to say. Eye contact, which shows credibility. Territorial space, which is sort of a boundary setting that let others know where comfort ends and creepiness begins. Touching, colors, emoticons, judgments, actions, and attitudes. There are so many ways to communicate non-verbally. This is how facial expressions and gestures, poses play communication. That would be all. Thank you for watching, Mom.